Previously on Bad End Theater. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious-looking demons. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. The maiden suddenly bursts into your room, accompanied by a hero. She's trying to frantically communicate something to you. A group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. You'll all burn together. So, the Overlord's true end? Greetings, my fellow theater goer. Last time we were here, we found out something that, honestly, I wasn't sure we were gonna find. We found out that there are, in fact, true endings, I believe. Is that what they're called? Yes, the true endings. Last time we found the Overlord's true ending, where specifically every character burned together. We're gonna try and see if we can find anybody else's true ending. Just one more true ending and I will be happy, right? It doesn't mean we're done, it just means we've made some serious progress. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for today. I'm trying to get literally anybody else's true ending. So let's start screwing around and seeing what we can come up with, yeah? I'm gonna give you all of the things, and you get all the things, and you aren't a tyrant, and I'll just play underling. Let's see what this does. You were forced into this mess, you're sure they would have killed you if you sided with her. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you, or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying, the hero is silent. You'll all burn together. So is just the true end for everybody? Oh dear, okay, already. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or reset the stage? Okay, alright. You got me. I am interested. I do kind of want to see what happens if I collect all of them, all of the true. You got me. I will. Yeah. Alright. Hero it is. When you make it to the castle, you spy a group of suspicious demons hanging around near the entrance, and you can't help but overhear their conversation. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures that have just noticed you eavesdropping. Smooth. Maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. Well, I mean, you do have a choice. You could attack them, I guess, but you get no choice. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. Honestly, the nerve of some people. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. Oh, who would have thunk? Some are friends, by the way. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. The Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. Wow, that's crazy. I never would have imagined. What kind of demon magic is this? The underling pounds the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. I'm sure they're shaking in their boots. Next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she gonna kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets you go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't really matter now. You'll all burn together. So it's just the true ending, I guess, in the words of the great storyteller. It's what makes it true. But I'll be honest, I can't really sit for that. That doesn't sit right with me. Maybe the maiden has another perspective? Polite, obedient, resolute. Alright, let's give this a try. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? That's the only one that poses it as a question, right? The maiden's true ending, quote unquote, is the only one that poses it as a question, rather than just a statement. It's, will you all burn together, not you will burn together. Interesting. Oh, see, this is what I'm here for. This is what we're here for. Because it can't end like this. Something's different. Something has to change this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? What? Yikes. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is... Alright, we gotta go with my favorite. Overlord? The Overlord is burning. Oh, no. The Underling is burning. The Maiden is burning. The hero is burning. Oh, this is... I need to actually collect myself before just like this bubbling in the side of me wells up and just bursts out like a fountain. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. Oh, I love video games so much. I have to know. Who am I? You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that. But what's going on here? Can I also just say I love that there's no color. This is a black and white palette rather than the blue and the red and the yellow and the other blue. I love that it's moldable, it's shapeable, it's something that I can control. It's not set in stone. It's an empty canvas. I love that that's such a good, subtle choice. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. There are more pressing things to worry about. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Oh, my friends! My amigos! And, hey guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. Hey, the name's Bagel. I don't know how to break this to you, but you're kind of all doomed to repeat horrible outcomes. Your lives are nothing but entertainment. Yeah? My prayers have been answered. You must be her god. No, you're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go, so now you realize what the real true ending must be. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Wait. No, is this the mask? Is this the voice? Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story, how passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way onto the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy, if you like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I just want to see something new. Sue me. I bet I could write a better story. I bet whatever story I write would be like 5 times, at least 5 times better than yours. Just saying. Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it would be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. Oh boy, this can only go well. I love my little animation. I love that. Just I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show God what for. Oh boy. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world, after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Let's try it again. Yeah! Alright, well. You know, I really thought that maybe that was gonna do it, but I'm just seeing now that I am, in fact, the fool. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Okay, and that's god magic right there. Yup, that's a god. Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 20 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all of this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here, to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? You? God? Kami-sama, if you will. What the fuck? Alright, well, it seems like we're gonna need some help, so we're gonna go with the obvious choice, the safest choice, Maiden. Clearly, she's gonna be helping me here. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, I guess maybe in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. How could you not love her? She's such a sweetheart. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so You ask, what is it that she's really hoping to gain from this? Oh, I hadn't actually considered that. I mean, I also don't really know what this world's, like, whole story is, right? I don't really know what their world is like, for lack of better words. What is she hoping to gain? Is she hoping to find purpose? The maiden is confused by her question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I could do to find fulfillment, then please, guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. Oh, look at her! I love that little... Oh, I love that. God, I need to calm down. I need... What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ah, so the whole tragedy's strategy is to make us relive the painful moments. The maiden tries to appeal to tragedy with kindness. So naive. I'll balance your kindness with my cruelty. Yikes. So that's not a good choice. I should probably get somebody else. Getting another hand here would probably be useful. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls, rather than, you know, the whole room. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? I wish. You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She simply laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. Oh, so it's not like a matriarchy. I thought that might be the case. It was like, oh, it's always a queen. It's like, so it's just whatever royal family's there. That's interesting. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. Oh, well, you know, I think he would have done it himself if you hadn't stepped in, so that's good. That's good. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. You know, I hadn't thought about that, but it's true. We hadn't learned it. We knew nothing about her family, her father, huh? I have no interest in waging a war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. I'm sure that could go perfectly fine and there would be no issues with that whatsoever. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. Oh, this is... Okay, so basically, am I going to be giving them their true endings? Or is this their true ending? My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. Oh, this is so cool! I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. The Underling. Speaking of Underling, please give me a hand here, you goober. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The Underling is on guard duty, just as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard sounds asleep. Wow, the Underling actually doing their job? That's unheard of. Oh, I don't know if have I done a voice for... Have I done it? I don't remember what voice I don't remember what voice I gave. I don't remember what voice I gave the underling.
Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want?
You explained that, no, you're not an intruder. I mean, in order to be an intruder, you have to intrude, and so far you haven't done so. Although you're definitely intruding into their story, so I guess it does. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy.
Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job.
You know, that's a lot more fitting. That's the underling I know. That's the underling I know. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have.
It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on.
You think of the underling's friends, who had bullied them into an assassination plot, only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate.
So, there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case.
The underling will now fight alongside you. I'm running low on health. Oh, I love that little pose. Alright. I love the Overlord's pose, and I think the maiden is adorable as always. But I love that underling pose. That is, that's so, it's fitting. It's like very, it's very expressive. Like you really can tell a lot from that. I mean, honestly, all their poses are incredibly expressive. They tell you exactly what you need to know about the character.
Wait, what the f? You didn't say anything about a boss battle.
The underling.
You must be desperate to call in such an unreliable ally. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over.
No, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Is this the... I think that was the hero? Looks like we're gonna need the hero. Speaking of... Wait, this is the hero's place? This is the hero... This is the hero's house? There's a sewing... Did the hero make their own outfit? I love that. Did the hero make their own outfit? Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy.
Are you some kind of demon?
You explain that to no, you're not a demon. You're... Well, how can you explain it in a way that the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing.
Oh, this? I craft my hero and hero gear.
You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero.
Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any.
You remember the state of your body and decide that, yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He's overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. Does the hero secretly want to... Does the hero secretly want to be a clothes maker or something like that? Is that what the hero wants? The true end for the hero? Please tell me the hero is secretly, like, their true ending is just them making and selling clothing. You offer to change his fate. A tailor, that's the term, a tailor.
I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream.
That's so cool. I love that. I really love it. I love having the stereotypical, like, tough guy or, like, hero figure and just, like, they secretly just want to have something really dull and normal, like, I don't know, be a tailor or, like, a potter or something.
I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. God. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated.
We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible face. Ooh, yikes.
Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me.
Yikes. Okay, what is everybody's... I'm gonna try and see what is everybody's, like, main true trait. The Overlord is ambitious.
I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy.
Wow, we really did a lot of damage there.
Tragedy is reeling. The Underling is mischief by nature, but they're tenacious. Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. The Underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Hope. Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy.
Oh.
And I think the hero, they seek justice, but do they seek justice for their own, or do they do it because of the role? I think the hero will devote themselves to whatever they put their mind to. They have willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim towards your best possible futures.
Oh, this is so cool.
You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all.
Wait, I actually...
You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly.
Starring the hero as himself.
Thank you, hero, maiden, underling, and overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so just die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to? I wonder.
I'm satisfied. That was good. No, I really like that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending.
Oh, that's cool. That's it? Is that actually it? He's a Taylor. I love this. I love this so much. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, the underling. They're making peace. Oh, this is so cool. They're friends. I was not expecting vocals. My true end. That was cool. That was so cool. Oh, that was so cool. I loved that. That was amazing. I don't know. I might come back at another point to get all of the endings, but as it stands, I'm gonna leave it there for now. That was so cool. That was not what I was expecting to happen. Genuinely, that's not the ending I was ever expecting to see. I was expecting it's like, oh, you've got to get all of the endings just to get the final end. No, that was amazing. That was not what I was expecting. That was so cool. I loved that. I loved that so much. And I love you guys joining me. This was really cool. I definitely look forward to finding more games and kind of exploring these really strange and exciting worlds with you guys. So thank you all for joining me, and I guess without further ado, as always, I'll see you next time, and have a nice night.